everybody, welcome aboard Flybe. Yes. Everybody, last week I made a video about this very plane right here, the Bombardier Q800, and about how it's kind of too long. I mean, the whole Bombardier DH8 series kind of started off small with the Q100, right? That one obviously is a lot shorter, but looks the same, kind of just has a fuselage that's not as long as the Q400. Later on, they came up with the Q300, which is quite a bit longer, and then the Q400 once again. A plane that really is relatively long, and therefore is really prone to tail striking. We saw that last week indeed. So that got me thinking in my previous video of small with the 100, then the 200, the 300, and then the 400, which is the longest one. What happens if they do a 800? Everybody stay tuned for another YouTube video. Yes, everybody, let's make a Q800. And I've already done that. We just have to nicely spawn into the long version of the Q400. I mean, everybody, the reason why the Q400 is the most successful Bombardier DH8 plane is because it fits so many people. It fits nearly 100 passengers in its cabin. Now, this airplane fits as much as a 737, like 150 people. Take a look at all these windows. Everybody, the airline of Alaska, will be very pleased about this. I like how this is not my best modeling job so far, but take a look. We've got Alaska. Oh my god. Throughout this video, we have to check out all the liveries, different airlines, and see how they look like. Practically, I just, extended the fuselage here on this side, but also on this side right here to make it around 27 feet longer, almost 10 meters longer. I have no idea. Something that is quite impressive is how the cockpit is still fully functional despite us moving it like 13 feet forward. Take a look, everything works. We can even still open this thing right here. Great for emergencies. Look, even the circuit breakers still work and they still open. This is an immensely realistic aircraft for the X-Plane Flight Simulator. We can take a look into the cockpit. Oh, that's not good. Something that works is still... Yes. We can put this down. We can walk outside of our Q800 airplane. It is very impressively long. Look, let's see if the lavatory works. Hey, all right, the lavatory is broke. All right, let's ignore that. Yeah, this is not the best of modeling job, once again. Anyway, I wonder what happens when we go through the cabin here. We must see some lags. I don't know what this is. I broke that. Okay, moving down the tail. So far, everything looks okay. Aha! And here we see some sort of what the extended cabin is now. The extended cabin space are 10 meters that we've added. There's no seats here. Swiss Air 1 always doing the best job of modeling these airplanes. If we go into the tail section, we cannot actually open the door. Okay. Obviously, the flight model and the weight is calculated to pretend like the Q400 really is this long plane now. So let's go ahead and start it up. And man, I've always loved the Q400 cockpit. I mean, no, this is the Q800 now, right? So I think we can already start the engines up. The bleed air is open, so let's go ahead and get the starter mode to work. Come on. Perfect. Engine number 1 is turning on indeed. All right. So let's get some fuel in there. No. Perfect. Second engine also turning on. I want to see, well, how does this plane perform now? Could they really make the Q400 longer? First of all, we still have the same Q400 wing and vertical stabilizer. I wonder whether this thing even still flies at all. I mean, we've done these tests before with other airplanes that are kind of long, like the A340. So come on, I mean, the horizontal stabilizer is quite small with the elevator surface. Let's take a look if it's able to fly this long stick properly. So all is well. You know what? These videos just feel like that one Top Gear episode, honestly, where they just made cars longer into limousines. That's kind of what happened here. Take a look at how far the tail reaches out. Like, the distance from tail to main landing gear is absolutely horrendous and actually scary because we will have a tail strike, aren't we? Come on, let's go ahead and try to take off normally. Full power into those engines. Yes, all is well. Come on, give it a little power. Yes, like that. Full prop, full power, full torque. Taking off here from this La Mole runway. We are gaining speed, not too fast. The high-performance turboprop isn't really showing here anymore because this plane weighs 150% of what the normal Q400 weighs. Come on. Yes. But we are able to take off. Although we did a small tail strike, that is totally all right. We can put the landing gear up. Let's hope that it comes down again. But here we go. Yes, everybody, we have safely taken off the Q800. Despite not having changed any, flight controls or wings or engines, this airplane still flies relatively well. I mean, we are pretty heavy. 58,000 pounds of empty weight is what this airplane now weighs, but it still flies happily and diligently. Hey, we could even probably do some stunts. Like, honestly, I mean, this is what they do in aircraft testing. See what it performs like. I mean, with this huge pencil, you shouldn't be able to pull loops like the Sky King did. So, that doesn't work all too well anymore, but there we go. We've just done a little bit of an aileron roll. Absolutely fine. Worked without any issues. Let's see what this plane stalls like. We're probably very easily going to end up in a flat spin, right? Take a look. We're losing speed now. I wonder how recoverable this airplane is. Okay, there we go. 130 knots. We don't have any flaps out. Okay, we're about to enter a stall. Although the airplane does not quite... Why does this plane not stall out? Why does this plane fly so well? It won't stall out on me. Come on. Have I made this plane somewhat invincible to stalling for no reason whatsoever? Okay. Well, I'll take that, everybody. The Q800 flies perfectly. So, everybody, this right here is another Flybe livery. It's the British European. What does it say on the other side? British Ice European. What is... All right, come on, let me try to take off now with the Q800 from St. Bartholomew Island. This is not a very suitable place, definitely, for the Q400 itself, and especially the Q800 will suck. All right, we're not gonna take off. It's not gonna end well, is it? Oh, yes! Everybody, I've crafted a genius airplane. I have no idea how, but we were able to take off just now with a Q800 from British. Yeah. Now, buddy, whenever we do these types of, plane and lengthening challenges, I forget one very specific and one very important test, and that is the Crosswind test. I once read on a forum about the A321 that pilots who, previously flew the A320 or A319, for example, the shorter variants, complained that the crosswind capability of the longer plane is a lot worse, which is something that makes a lot of sense. You have a lot more area that the crosswind attacks. Everybody, welcome, by the way, about Quantas Linas Link, or Qantas Link. Great. And something I can see is that this airplane flies absolute trash. I wanted to land here down at the Sedona airport, but it's absolutely impossible to fly this properly. Come on, stay in a straight line. Look, right here is our Sedona airport. We've got winds coming from the right, and we can barely fight against this. This plane is very much prone to... pretty insane. This plane flies probably like the worst crosswind flying plane I've ever flown. I mean, okay, maybe the Beluga is just a tad bit worse. Jeez, I mean, take a look at these super small flight control surfaces. Obviously, this longer airplane isn't going to be as agile, but actually I'm kind of surprised. This doesn't work that poorly. Okay, come on. All right, come on, there we go. Let's go ahead and get some crabbing action there. Beautiful. Nice. All right, there you go. I think that's been a landing, and we did not crash. Let's go ahead and get the reverse thrust going. All right, that nearly didn't work. Yes, everybody, we have professionally landed and flown the Q400 airplane. Qantas Linas happy. And one of the funniest things is that we didn't even have a tail strike. We were close to it, but we didn't. But I would kind of like to find out, well, how easily is that possible? So maybe try to land here at Key West with a very low speed and very high flap setting. Flaps all the way down. Take a look at the beautiful Ana. Or Ana, inspiration of Japan, inspiration of Japan, inspiration of Japan. All right, here we go. All good. Was that a tail strike? Not very sure. Oh, that is a tail strike. That is quite the tail. That is a very tail strike prone aeroplane. We just have to pull up a little bit, and there it goes. Yeah, that's probably not very safe. Yeah, okay, it would definitely not be realistic for Bombardier to make, any airplane that is longer than the Q400 in the whole series. Look at this. How are we even able to still? That's just insane. That whole tail is probably on fire now in real life. So there you go. The Q800, probably will never become reality, although I'm kind of surprised it flies relatively well. If it wasn't for the tail strike issues, for example, if we move the landing gear further into the back, this would fly without any problem. Although it does look weird to have this kind of a low wing to fuselage ratio, right? So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters, Guns Killer, R27, James Duram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Fanner, Professional International Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New York. You've got beautiful names.